Hi, welcome to Jade Country Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 29th session of the New Divines Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. We have Eric as Stan, Bob as the Old Man, David as Terry, Ryan as Billy, and Austin as Rolfur. Last time, somebody looted the Dragon Horde. Who knows? Could have been anyone. Anyone, right?
Could have been.
Right? Yep. Mm-hmm. And the city was helped over a couple of weeks. The city of Dalport, that is, who had been attacked by dragons. Resurrecting nearly 700 of those who had died, and aiding in reconstruction. The old man researched Moonstone dragons, with rumors pointing towards the Jade Country, and Stan, knowing that they gravitate to places infused with magic. Terry teleported the pantheon to Bao, to the cooking auditorium, the cooking coliseum, which is currently a darkened room. It's empty. We're on, mid-morning, day 115 since your return. With the goal of going to check areas with magical scars on the land from the wars. So that's what it is. You're kind of like in the stands of like this large like auditorium seating that like basically goes. It's an indoor auditorium, indoor stadium that faces down towards a double kitchen.
What was the day that you said?
We are currently on day 115.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're just in this dark studio room.
So Terry has some lights just drifting from his hand, and he just has this little smile as he just.
You've cooked here.
Walk over, I pick up one spoon from the big bowl of them, lick it, put it back in.
Well, if they're not cleaning it before they use it, that's their fault.
You're a monster.
Well, I guess that's our sign to get moving. And go ahead and open the door and with mage hand as we walk out.
Mm-hmm. Easy enough to unlock it from the inside. And as you open it, just sort of that light just kind of shines in. Pretty harsh from sort of the way that the sun is currently angled at this time in the morning. Just directly into the room. Alice just taking a moment to bask in the warmth of it. And you kind of hear the from the silence that the closed room held. You instantly hear the sounds of this town, just sort of people moving about, carts and horses pulling things. You hear the sound of a river not too far off. And as you walk out into the town of Bao. Couple people glance
at the foreigners.
Yeah, at the foreigners, but more importantly, at those people coming out of the otherwise. Shouldn't that building be empty right now? As this group just sort of walks out of a. But no one directly intervenes.
Did we need any supplies, or do we have any plan?
People are watching as we come out of the cooking coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
I cast major image and put on a radiant display of holy energy coming at our backs as we approach the town. Using thaumaturgy, I increase the sound of our voice and say, "People of the city of Bao, gods have arrived."
Bit pretentious.
Thought Jay would have taken lead on that one, but all right.
I appreciate the
Theocracy.
theocracy, the theatricality of it is the word I was looking for, and staunchly not finding.
Someone took you long enough.
Did he just snap an apple at me?
He's like, Kyle, at the group. Before you stab him, it was at the group as a whole, not you specifically.
To do it on that, that's respect. I gotta give him credit on that one. That's balls.
The people of the Jade Country are not easily impressed by much these days. They've been through a lot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and walk up, modify a quick memory on the apple snapper.
You're going to zone him out for a minute in the middle of the street?
I'm glad you understand what's happening. He lost 10 gold in his house, can't remember where he put it, but he's sure he'll find it if he keeps looking. Just nagging at the back of his head. There's 10 gold in there somewhere. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway.
That's a harmless yet cruel trick to play.
Don't snap apples.
Huh. Well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and use creation to make a folding palanquin, and then I will unfold it and go ahead and animate it, and park myself on top of the animated palanquin.
What is a palanquin?
It is a thing that slaves carry people around on. It doesn't float.
No, it's animated.
It doesn't. It through what? It
You know
doesn't have legs.
the things that they hold, like the poles that they hold to.
Oh, they're just.
Yes.
Yeah, they turn into legs and walk him around.
That's
not incredibly creepy.
That's gonna look like a bowl of Jello falling down stairs. Just.
Well, it really depends on how Terry does it. If the Pelican's doing like a jaunty jibe, then it could be kind of like a Prince Ali situation.
It's absolutely a Prince Ali situation.
He's gonna wind up getting hit in the face with his own man titty.
It's starting to look like one of those frogs from Warhammer Fantasy.
You know, I'm not okay with it.
Hey, those frogs are crazy strong.
Yeah, they are.
Ain't many people gonna mess with one of those. No, and mess with one of those and survive.
So,
Also, I'm totally not going to be the only person going around on a palanquin.
I
Isn't
what?
it Palanquin, the way it's pronounced?
Palanquin, I don't know.
Probably.
Tomato, potato.
Goodness knows it wouldn't be the first time you've corrected me.
Yeah, but I'm not always right when I do that. I just say it with enough confidence I get away with it.
confidence is key.
Palanquin.
So somewhere in between. Anyways,
But yeah, we're here to grab our pamphlets and go out to proselytize and also see if we can get info about the Moon Dragon.
sure.
And now that I'm ready,
Yeah, you're spending your minute. What? Who else? I mean, so you just break.
I'm taking a minute as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Rolfur,
I
what are
guess
you
you-
doing? What are you doing? It seems like they're wanting to break.
I figured there was a gap, and I'm like, he must have said me, but I couldn't hear it.
Yes.
we're all looking at you. Can't you tell?
No, he's looking off into the distance.
I'm looking right at you, Austin. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're literally on opposite sides of each other. See, David's looking at me. Oh, they got a minute. New city,
Who did?
new problems.
Can this episode be named New City Who Dis?
Well, more. I guess I just wait around. Maybe. Hey, I got a minute. I do a quick. I just summon. I give a quick summon of a dead spirit and try to convert it just in the middle of the street. I got time.
I mean, I guess technically that's also showing off, so...
Yeah. Just here. Who's next on the list of my names I got here?
Hey, some of us actually have divine places that we can keep corpses now.
Which is good.
Wow.
And since I only have a 30 by 30, everyone gets their own space, since that's an option.
Yep, same.
Just
I mean,
pack
you
them
have to,
all
like,
into
open
one
it and-
spot.
And start, but yeah.
Speaking of, since we have our own space, does that mean I can do the resurrection? Like, does that count as the body part of them being there, their spirit?
That's the other half. That's the spirit.
Alright. Let's say that'd be a really convenient area. Okay, I'll use other means of picking them up.
Yeah, let me know if anyone goes and opens up their...
Is it after a minute?
Sure, we can have our minute pass.
I open up my thing.
Okay. Stone or wood?
Wood.
You have a 30 by 30 wood dimensional space. And you have an exit, an extra exit where you would choose within it.
Can the portable hole go into this plane?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not... Okay. Yeah, I go ahead and walk in there. And
Yeah, just as it could go into, say, Elysium, it can go in here.
I pop my head out and look at Terry and go, I have so much room for activities!
That's lovely. Are we going to take time to explore that, or are we going to take time to find this dragon?
I just need to set it up so that my people are no longer suffering. If you want to let them suffer a little longer so we can go find another dragon immediately, I suppose that's between you and your family and your...
I know
Yeah,
it says the door is large
really
enough to allow medium creatures to pass through unhindered, but for Terry, you know, maybe slightly hindered.
Listen, I gotta walk sideways through door frames all the time just because of shoulders.
Adam, I'll open mine at the same time and Bob opens his. Make mine stone, please.
Okay.
We don't need to open them to
To have them
let
exist, yeah,
people
you do.
in. Oh, well, fine. I open it. It's wood. I
Okay.
close it. It's ready for people.
Yeah, I also walk out of mine and close it, and it is ready for people. And I think I'm gonna hang out with Terry today. I'm gonna help Terry. do
We've
the
hung
things
out
he wants.
enough the last few weeks.
Yeah, but you didn't know it was me most of the time.
Terry assumes that it's you or people that you hire.
Anytime you see anyone eating, that's probably the old man. There's a baby over there on the tee. Probably the old man.
You know, it became noticeable at a point.
Do you want to hang out with me today, David, like we usually do during the day?
I mean, sure, like, the goal here, I thought, wasn't to proselytize. It was to find this dragon.
Yeah, same here.
And to understand whatever the, like, government leadership structure of this town is?
There's nobility under it. There's nobility under an emperor.
Oh, okay.
This is a town, and it feels a little poor for the most parts, but there's certain things like that stadium that seem rather nice. Alice will open up hers as well. It is wood.
Hell yeah, Alice.
Wait, can we
Oh,
choose what kind of stone or wood?
Purple heart.
Yes.
Alice's should be speckled basalt,
Wood?
which is black with no, it should be stone that's speckled basalt, which looks like it's black with like white speckles.
Hers is wood, but not planks. It is as if like carved in the middle of a large and unending sized tree.
Oh, okay.
So,
Mine kind of looks tavern-esque, except it's purple heartwood because it's an ostentatious tavern.
fitting.
Mine
I
is,
guess my stone will be chalk, so people can just write their coordinates for me to go pick them up somewhere. Right where you died on the wall. I'll go pick you up.
They could just tell you.
That's a brilliant idea, actually. Well, I'll go with.
Oh, my underscore.
I love this idea of your afterlife is the. Hold up. You're only staying here if it's old age. Otherwise.
You have work to do, my friend. Yeah, here's my favorite thing. You're ruining Vic's records.
No, just a lot of asterisks next to him. He got resurrected.
There are just multiple death dates.
Records are living documents.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he continues to feed the new information.
You're never done keeping track of your records.
Steve died at 12:22, and then he got resurrected at 12:28, and then got killed again at 4:45, and then got resurrected at 5 p.m. You know, just a little log going on.
Yeah.
Add to the tally.
I'll have mine be Slate.
Alright. And so do you do proselytizing, looking the structure, any of that, or do you head out from town towards the first of what you would recall as far as, like, scarred land?
Let's go dragon zoning.
I kinda want to start with, like, are there... I want to make sure there's no, like, bard colleges or places that we can just use money to spread our name.
Spreading our name is going to get attention because people here generally worship the Emperor or their family or however the nobility sees it, so, like...
The Emperor has left.
So, like...
It was founded by the divine Jade Emperor, who left rule to the noble families.
Yep.
The Bunzo, Haku, Misu, and Shua families. When they were descended from the heaven below to take their position as the god of nature nearly 1,000 years ago.
What were those families? Misu, Bundo.
I have to modify one of my notes too.
So, like,
Hoku, H-O-K-U, and Shua, S-H-U-W-A.
I couldn't hear the first one. Haku?
Hoku, yeah.
P-U-K-U?
H-O-K-U, I think.
H-O-K-U?
Yep.
Hoku.
Yeah, I feel like that we should really attack the religion of the Jade Empire with a strategy rather than just going about.
I mean, does the Jade Empire need to have its ruling family intact, or...
Not necessarily, it's just people are pretty jaded.
So what?
You know,
I'm
also
hearing
every time he
is-
makes puns like that, I feel like it's a jab at me.
So, what I'm hearing is that we need to throw this country into chaos, so that the people turn to us.
Yes, yes. Probably 3 or 4 different crime groups fighting for power in every town.
Yeah.
That is an option, but one that we should plan for.
So the Jade Emperor's and his family is not in the picture, it's just the noble families that are the de facto rulers. Then let's just go after the families and convert them directly and then trickle.
You know, like, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Would anyone know anyone from those families?
Yeah,
Anyone at all?
I was a lesser...
Misu.
Wait. So the Emperor's gone, or is he dead?
No, he's
gone.
He's gone.
You can look up more information on him if you get somewhere to do research.
What does he mean he gone? Like he disappeared?
No, like he ascended to godhood.
He says.
Like,
What was the Emperor's name?
What kind of check would that be to see
History.
History?
And it would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
both of us?
Even though I'm from this place?
Yes. Because you're from here, you can make it at disadvantage.
Alright,
so
well...
I can't even make it at all then.
No.
Could
So,
No.
I got
Figured
I got a 20 and an 8. I'm gonna spend a luck point, so you roll that 8.
Okay.
That's a 17. So 20 or 17. So 17.
17. And that's after bonuses?
Yes.
Uh,
I have a +5.
Okay, so the 70 is after the plus. Okay, yeah. No, you only know him as the title Jade Emperor, which is how he is usually referred to.
He's had many names over the centuries.
You would know that he has what was an official, what wasn't a normal name, but from the grand position he was referred to as Jade Emperor. You're sure it's written down somewhere.
There's, the different noble families, there's a lot of belief that we all were descendant from the Jade Emperor's bloodline, but...
So there's not currently a Jade Emperor?
No.
Right.
Nope.
Is the Jade Emperor dead?
He's like, the Scientology
I use my God question once a day.
So you are making your official question of, are they dead?
Are they dead?
Okay, hold on. Let me make some notes as I go.
I'm using my question to ask if he had fun.
One at a time.
No, I'm asking the spirit of the world.
I know. I can only answer one at a time.
Tell me your secrets.
I hate this so much. That's the way you.
That's a good question. Is the Jade Emperor dead?
I know that's the question. That's why I said I hate it.
Adam, you just nuked an entire zone, killing 3 of my mini bosses to take it over. Like that, because of the proper wording. I don't want to hear it.
That happened ages ago. And no, I just have to decide something. I now have to decide if the gods that were here before with what happened is considered dead. So now I have the grand, consensus of what is dead.
Yeah, the answer's, in my opinion, the answer's no. But...
Are they thicker than a Snicker?
Are they dead? Hey man, can gods truly die? What if far-flung eons or something, where even dreams may die?
Yes.
Something.
It was even death may die.
There you go.
I will reap you all.
No, he's not dead. And old man, your question is, did they have fun?
Yeah.
Yes, they had fun.
Oh,
that's the important part.
Well, I looked at Terry and tell him Jade Emperor is not dead.
But he had fun.
Kind of nod, like, is that a divine thing?
Yes.
You
I've
could
reached a level where I can gain information at a higher plane of existence.
Huh.
With surety.
Well, that matches the mythos.
But that does ask the question, why is he sleeping on the job?
That's true.
He's probably not dead. He's probably ascended to some other being.
Let's see.
Or maybe he's just lost power, or a lich or something. Who knows? Doesn't
So
matter.
Summon Celestial should work then?
Look, it doesn't matter. The Jade Emperor hasn't been around for over 1,000 years. It's not important. The mythos is important to the people. It's not important
To
for
some of them,
our-
it's important because to some of them, they've been trying to look up information on the previous gods. And yours is the nation that has the most information somewhere kept about theirs because the god lost its real importance before they disappeared. So there are just history texts that still keep track of it, even though it may still only matter as much as it did before. So for that scale, it's still important to some of them.
Yeah, so we'll deal with that eventually, but it shouldn't be something that's on our primary concern at the moment.
Is there anyone in this town who's a primary member of one of the ruling families that we should go and have a word with?
Who is what nobility is this town under?
This town is under Hoku.
The Hoku family.
So, do I get advantage on knowing anything about like the Hoku family?
No, but it's just standard.
Standard.
Probably, and depending on what you're trying to know, probably history.
Okay. Well, what like I'm trying to know like what's their deal in general? Like what should we expect from the Hoku family?
Well, David, be inspired.
Hey, what's that?
A D10 to your roll if you want to use it.
Oh hell yeah! I'll
David,
use that.
have guidance.
Hey,
Yeah, have a D4 too.
10, 12.
Since we're all just gang guidancing.
That
and,
is 21. History.
21. Okay.
that was my guidance too, David.
You can only, I
Alright,
can only have
no, you only get one.
You get one.
Oh.
You can't stack guidance.
Okay.
I mean, you might be able to keep them in reserve and then make multiple checks. But you only get one guidance per check.
I mean, that's true. It lasts for up to an hour, doesn't it?
I think it's a minute.
Yeah, it's a low spell, so it's probably a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I just realized something. You might have, yeah, you could you would have advantage on that anyways.
21.
Because there's one member of the family you know fairly well, Azalea Hoku, your wife.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's see.
I really hope that she's like a Mrs. Claus looking thing, just like pleasantly plump, big rosy cheeks. That's what I'm hoping for.
Probably in her 60s, 70s. Yeah.
She died in your early 40s.
Oh yeah, she did, didn't she?
Natural?
Going back up on my. I'm going back through my backstory now.
But like many of, the family's ties to a lot of, food, baking, a lot of herbal kind of remedy soups and stews sort of passed through their, guidance. And with that, a lot of ties to nature and gardening.
Yeah, there's no there's nothing really of note for the family. It's just a ruling noble family. I mean,
Well, it'd be
They've
good
got-
to know who the head of the family was.
You don't know the name of who is currently
Or where they
in
are.
head, but yeah, you would definitely know where. Let's see.
The estate.
Would be
of the-
Koshkot would be where the heads of all the families are.
Poshkot?
Yep, Koshkot.
Of all the families are located.
the ruling throne.
It is home to the family estates of each of the four controlling noble families.
Well, then this is not a place
They
where
don't
the
know?
nobility actually lives, except. For
I mean, there is a large house here where there are some members of the family, and
Oh, okay.
from which they rule directly over these people.
All right, so we can go and speak with the Minor family while we're here.
Wait, am I?
There is a mining, like there.
So are they a mining family?
Major business, yes.
Yes, minor mines are major business.
You scared off Eric.
Yeah, you
But
get
the pun was so bad he had to bail.
the healing man is no more.
Unfortunate.
To be fair,
This would not.
the old man has been no more for a while.
This would not.
He just has a
be-
really good stealth, I'm sure.
So this would
Making
not
coffee,
be the.
I swear.
What was in your hand?
Coffee?
This would not be the locate. Like this territory would not be the territories that have like that are known for mining. Misu's family actually had, like the Misu family actually had the responsibility of kind of handling a lot of metallurgy.
Oh, neat.
I mean, sort of. I mean, they did some of that stuff, but also a lot of it was they were mining for like salt and that kind of. You know, you got to get the minerals for the food.
For like historically speaking,
Yeah.
like because he was, yeah, that has to do with descendantry.
I actually am making coffee. I just had something that was bothering me.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't.
back. Don't worry. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
I
to
don't
get up again
expect-
soon because the water's gonna boil.
I don't expect that we'll find anybody that I will have familiarity with here.
Well, we can still introduce ourselves and make friends with the local Hokus.
My concern is that I like.
In passing, can't we like walk out towards the dragon and like?
Well, here's
Meet and greet the
here's the
city?
concern. Like, yeah, I think that we should really try to find the dragon because the noble houses all, like have warred with each other in the past. Like, it's not an uncommon thing for like bloodshed between houses.
They've been on. They've not been. It's been a number of years since
Right,
any actual
but
open war.
But the point is that
It's been more
coming out-
personal, one-to-one that they've handled with most recently, like you and Simon.
But the point is that if we come out saying here that like, I mean, we should find out what they know of the religion so far, because like I don't want there to be open hostilities against House Misu because the god Misu is here.
I mean, this is like kind of his family's area, so I think
Okay.
we should follow Terry's lead on this one, much as we did in Billy Bonka's place for him.
Now,
Yeah.
like handling, like going directly to the house leadership, kind of like how we did with the king in
Dollport.
Dalport is
Think
I think
roll doll.
Yeah.
Dollport.
is a good way to do that. So because like there's a lot of preconceived notions about the different families amongst the families. So
What's your
It's gonna
family
be-
known
it's-
for amongst the families?
where's my backstory?
Hey, Adam, now 21 on Knowledge Arcana to know where the dragon would be.
I think we have to.
Yeah,
research-
you've already made your check,
Oh.
and it would be in the site where magic has scarred the land. To which
Yeah, we
Terry
have to
knows number of old battle sites that has left the case, and so it would just be checking them to see if Moonstone dragons have settled there.
Hmm.
The Miso family is known for craftsmen and for sages.
Yeah, but like, what do they control?
They control like a fair amount of mountainous region.
And as
Okay.
far as actual control, I mean, it is basically like the heads of the family. Think of it as vote. Think of it as four different families, each with an equal vote.
Yeah, that's like countrywide politics, but
Yeah.
I assume they have their own territories where they are
Yes.
lord.
Yeah, they have cities. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the nature of my inquiry.
And like Terry explains that he was like his particular brood was not close to the top of the Miso family. He was actually pretty much the ninth out. So his family is lesser nobility, but still Misu.
Mhm.
So now that said, it is a wealthy family, but that's mostly because of Terry's father was really focused on that, which didn't do great for them, and Terry, being the third son, kind of just had a family, went venturing, and then ended up getting killed in a duel.
Embarrassing.
It's always the young ones.
But
Think of all the messes your father had to clean up.
oh no, that guy's been dead for a while. It's his brothers and cousins. Now that said, he did die honorably, so we're not really concerned there. It's just if Terry shows up,
I don't know.
as a mortal, then that would be dishonorable.
Does Terry
Well,
have
I would-
kids?
Terry does have several children.
Would you like to be someone else? I mean, if you just worship me, I could give you that power.
Yeah, no thanks.
I
Good
can
for
just,
him.
I can just cast a disguise on you.
I'm not too terribly concerned. No one's gonna recognize me in this part of the country.
Yeah, I realized I had disguise self, which wouldn't help. So.
Yeah. No, at most, some people might recognize you of, hey, I've seen you compete somewhere, but they're probably people that would have no idea as far as
Yep.
that you had supposedly died or any of that.
Mm-hmm.
At most,
as soon as family
hey,
knows.
can you still make that? Was it like a stuffed cake?
But yeah, so we.
Now
we
I
can-
want to hear about the stuffed cake. What the hell is a stuffed cake?
It's like a cake with stuffing in it,
Well, you-
That's cool.
garnished with meats.
I tried to
That's a reverse turkey.
now see. I'm trying to get it marketed as a as a stuffed cake, but people keep calling it lava cake, and I just don't. I don't know if I like that look of it because it's not, it's supposed to be warm, but it's not like burning. It's not spicy.
Oh, come on, they're gonna lava it.
Yeah, either that or it's like baked Alaska with less meringue.
Yep. But either way, so yeah, going through the doing things through the leadership of the towns is a good idea. But so I mean, I guess we can spend some time going to whoever's the head of the family for this city, and if we want to do some proselytizing, starting there. But otherwise, I mean, if we just want to like beeline for the dragon, we can go to the place that's Spellscarred, which is again one of the places that made dueling so popular because people throw magic around a lot here.
Is it close by?
A few miles.
They'll probably be really happy if we play with a slaying dragon, though. Like, they'll probably be really happy. We just roll back here with like, hey, we killed the dragon.
Yeah, it's a couple days
Two, by
walk.
the way.
Yeah, no, the spell scars are basically like wild magic.
They vary from time
Yeah.
from place to place.
Some like that's
So will it enhance us in any way, shape, or form?
no,
or
it's a bad. They're
mess
bad.
with us? Cool. This will be fun.
Question, Terry. Does the spell-scarred place, if we approached it using magic, would it mess up our magic in any way?
They might. They kind of work differently depending on the season.
Alright. So if we want to travel far distance, would I be able to ask Alice for something?
I mean, I could also just
You
teleport.
can ask. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
This was you were kind of
Have you been
cautious about teleporting to a spot, and this was the closest spot you felt like you had a reasonable chance not to just be totally off.
yeah, that's a very good point. Never mind.
Yeah.
What we could do is I could take Terry and Dimension Door there. Because I'm
I mean,
fast.
You
that
could just
way.
throw everybody in your portable hole, and we could just go.
Yeah, we could all just hop into your demi-plane and then you could teleport.
Yeah. The demiplane does not have the issue of the portable hole's air limitation.
Also, I can just make air.
But
I mean,
yeah, you could just invite them into your
Everyone-
demiplane and
everyone good with that, or do we need to pick up anything before we go? Alice, you need anything before we go?
I mean, the money trying to burn a hole in my pocket, but I have no idea what I would spend it on.
Do you need more money?
No!
Give her more money. She needs it.
I think she needs more money.
You guys have been giving this child equal share of money.
Yep.
Yep, she
And
gets,
she's like...
she gets equal share.
I just thought Bob just handed money out to people arbitrarily.
If you have too much money, you can always give some away. You can just throw it on the ground.
I mean, I am holding on to a certain amount of money for.
So while they're
different
talking,
things, but yeah.
Terry has unaware meandered over to a bow stand and bought some bow. Huh?
I imagine you bought the family pack?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like the bamboo case, like the round bamboo case. It's just got the top off, hanging off the side. It's got like 12 of them in there.
Alright.
I mean, it's scary. The second thing the place was named after.
I thaumaturgy and close the box every time he goes to reach into it. Not every time, at least one time. Or is it like a bag or a box? I'm picturing a box of donuts.
It's like the actual like steam basket kind of thing.
Okay, so I can't just bloop the lid on it with the thing.
Yes.
Good, it just takes
You need
6 seconds.
Patreon?
Just.
Thaumaturgy closes it. Yeah, sure, why not?
It inconveniences you for half a second. It's really funny.
Open it back up. Offer you one.
Alright, talking about these.
Yeah. We're eating some bow.
Alright.
Yeah.
So if we want to go and hunt down the dragon, we can do the old man dimension doorway. And I guess we can discuss with Terry what he thinks the best location to start doing our proselytizing in Jade Country would be.
Oh, I mean, like, if we wanted to, like, go to the capital and, like, and just start doing it that way, that would be good. But, I mean, otherwise, I mean, starting it anywhere with, as long as it's with the leadership of the town.
Okay, yeah, because we wanted you to kind of approve of where we're going to start, since it'll affect you more than us.
I mean, if I get to pick, I mean, I'm gonna say we should go to the lands of Misu, so that I can go ahead and make some levels of reparations with my family for being alive.
If you mean particularly your personal family, let's see, that'd be Barleywald.
I'm sorry, did you say barley what?
Barleywald is where, like,
your
like the Misu bakery, which was the one that you had. Been through. Yeah, might be nice before your name starts getting thrown around for your children that they've heard from you first.
And like making the point to let them like show to them that I'm a god. It's not just I haven't just faked my death and brought dishonor on the family.
I mean, we burned you, man.
Sounds like a lot of extra steps for dishonoring the family.
I was a wizard in life. No one trusts wizards. It took me a lot. It took me many years for people to trust my baking. Not because it was terrible, it was amazing. Every time. But I'm still a wizard.
And that's suspicious.
Okay.
And I had to deal with my father's name, but that's all ancient history.
Ryan, you're... So... If it's about 50 miles, and I think his dimension door is 500 feet per round, how long does that take? I'll let you figure that out while we're talking.
Okay. You said 50 miles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, how are you navigating there?
That's 528 rounds. which is 52, which is about just
I
under
was
an
thinking
hour.
that he was holding, like, those two are holding hands while we were all.
Okay, so you guys go in and Terry stays out. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
52.8 minutes, so just under an hour.
I'm gonna wait.
So me and
Ryan
Ryan and Archie
agrees.
are still in a domain for an hour. Just, but you guys are just boop 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 across.
I mean, it's beautiful terrain. I mean, it's nice steep hills and
Yeah, it's I think I was like north up, following the river, the Udon River.
Yeah. So
About an hour.
yeah, just
So
a
you
little,
turn your
just a little less.
you turn your 2-day journey into about an hour. Probably a little bit more, with at times having to stop and let Terry get his bearings to.
Yep.
And yeah, and you come across sort of an area that carves in right along the side of the river, enough that like the river flows alongside of it, where it is like crystalline glass is what the river is flowing by in. Just an area where the trees themselves are these shards of crystal and sort of stone, just kind of stretching out for about a mile and a half stretch, like from maybe 500 feet wide, and just like mile and a half stretch going away from the river on one side, kind of jagged and slightly curving, not like a very even spot, but just an area of the forest here where it has just, the land has been left as sort of glass crystal shards. And so we'll say you probably stop and let everyone out at the border before stepping into said region.
Yep. I send my palanquin in the region first.
Oh,
Open.
your chair. I hate you. I mean, is it an active held spell? Is it...
It's an active animate object spell.
Okay.
Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It is a large it's a large creature.
And it walks in for a bit. It doesn't quite, with the glass being that sort of slick surface, it has a bit of traction issues.
Flips a bit.
And occasionally, as it slips, you see little red sparks shoot out from beneath its feet.
I boost everybody in the party's maximum HP by 15.
There's the aid.
Is that a spell?
Yes, I cast Aid twice.
But other than that, it seems to be walking into the area.
Alright, I'll call it back and mount up.
Okay.
To test it, I go into the little area, cast Guardian of Faith, up him out.
In the area?
Yeah.
find it very concerning how long that's taking.
Yep.
That's why I was happy to be the guinea pig. If something goes bad, I'll just walk out of this area and heal up.
So there's maybe there's 4 of them, but they're kind of shadowy and shifting between each other. You can't quite tell between a few different spots where your spirit guardian really is standing.
Huh?
It's like they have a blur effect on them.
No. What spell did he
Guardian
cast?
of Faith.
Oh, Guardian of Faith. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd go ahead and start leading the party in. Let's go and see what we can find about this dragon.
Before
I mean, is
I
it
go
still
ahead
following
and
along where you should?
I'm
My 4 little guardians?
they didn't say anything else was happening. It's just they looked weird. So
before I enter the magically disturbed area, I wanted to call forth my Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start.
You said when you were casting your thing, you did it in 2 different castings?
Yeah.
Who was in the second casting?
Second casting would have been Alice, the old man, and myself.
So, upon entering, the 3 of you sort of just start, like, your flesh and all around just blares out light in a 30-foot radius, blind enough that if anyone was within 5 feet of you, they're blinded while in that space.
Whew. And that's a continuous effect?
At this point, yeah.
I have to ask Adam, are God powers impacting anything right now? Because I have a perpetual healing effect going on myself. So is this like?
Oh, you mean your regeneration? No, that's not doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and try Dispel Magic on myself.
I'll dispel magic on you. That's fine.
Okay, that way I won't have to waste a 3rd level slot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'll dispel magic on him.
Yeah, we might want to limit the amount of magic.
So
that you
the magic is dispelled from you. There is now a faint, ethereal music that is playing around you.
Does it matter whether or not it's a domain spell or not?
No.
Okay.
If it is cast as a spell, then it is a spell.
Okay.
Oh,
So
go ahead and get off my palanquin. I go ahead and have it fold itself up. I'm gonna go ahead and put it away before I have to recast animate, because that only lasts for a minute.
Mhm.
So I put it away before I have to animate it again.
Hey, Adam,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and open my demi-plane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk into it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
And I assume the music stops.
Nope.
Does the music follow him into his demi?
But while you're messing about it, about a minute later, the music stops.
Alright.
Okay, whilst in my demi-plane, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk out.
Your skin appears to sort of shift blue as you walk out.
I chanted it.
Hmm.
I shift it back to normal. I'm a shapeshifter. You can't do that to me.
You fix the problem.
Right.
That one you can fix.
Yeah, I'm a shapeshifter. You can't do that to me.
Yeah, but you look at it annoyed for a moment.
So we go ahead and walk on through looking for things. I'm gonna roll investigate.
What I need from all of you is an acrobatics check.
That is not investigate, my friend.
Oh, Alice got a natural 20.
I get a 19.
Hey,
19.
17.
Hey, Adam, guess what?
What? Okay.
I am not trained
Oh.
in acrobatics.
He only got a 26.
That's not a skill that I have. I got a 16.
Does my
Yeah, I always rolled really well for something that's
Yeah.
Useful.
I mean,
Does
I have a plus
No, I'm
0
just saying,
to
I
that.
torture Adam all the time with my friggin' thing, so I assume I should just let him know when I can't.
Does my Pegasus need an acrobatics check?
Is it walking or flying?
Fine.
Then no.
Okay. So do I have to make one?
Are you ever going to walk on the ground?
Not at this moment.
Well, if you do, remind me then that you need it.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, everyone else is essentially
I'll roll
ice
it.
skating.
Okay, you know what? I'll take a chance.
You are so
Oh,
unexpectedly graceful, Terry.
Is it slippery?
Yes.
Oh, my shoes grow spikes. My divine onesie lets me copy clothing of any kind.
Carry on, Billy.
I got a 15.
15. Then you're good enough once you land as well. So.
Yeah.
Everyone is gracefully ice skating. Old man decides ice skating no fun. Spikes.
Spikes.
No, actually no. The spikes don't go in because it's not actually ice. It is crystal.
Oh, adamantine spikes.
And you're trying to shove them into the crystal ground.
I don't know. I don't think
Make a
we'd
strength check.
be able to do that.
Well, let's see here. That is what we call not my strong suit, so that's, I got a 5, so that's a 4.
If anything, you seem to have a harder time with maintaining your balance as you're not able to quite stab them into the crystal and,
Okay, gecko feet.
What?
You know,
Suction cups.
yeah, well, wide little suction cuppy thingies.
Rubber soles.
The thing is, he was doing fine before. I don't know what he's bothering with.
Because eventually I'm going to have to sneak or move at full speed, and you're going to make me roll again.
No,
And
I'm
not
not.
good at acrobatics.
You're already
Oh.
moving at full speed.
Well, never mind. Forget it.
I cast freedom of movement just to get it over with.
I do not accept that.
Oh, yeah, I have that too.
So yes, you cast freedom of movement on yourself, or
Yeah.
I also have freedom of movement.
are you casting it on yourself?
I am not, because I don't want to be whatever the hell that was for whatever, how long.
So there is a brief point where Stan is a potted plant.
Does he say, oh no, not again?
And what?
There's a brief point where Stan just falls to the ground as kind of like a green leafy, like those kind of waxy leaf plants in a nice, like, detailed painted pot. It only lasts, say, about 6 seconds before you
What
find
happened,
yourself
Elliot?
prone on the ground with the brief memory of really liking the sun.
You know what's weird? That.
The spell scar is notorious for its dangers.
Oh well.
The
So
perhaps
now
we
to
should
get back
keep
up?
our magic to a minimum.
And
Hey,
do I have
at
freedom of
least we'll be
movement now?
fighting a dragon.
Yeah, it'd be fun if you find the dragon here.
So, yeah, can I go ahead and do that? I'm gonna do that investigation.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a luck point on that investigation. 15.
15.
Be inspired.
I think you're supposed to say that beforehand.
Yeah, you're quite expressly supposed to say that beforehand.
That's just a class feature.
And isn't that a spell too?
What?
Huh?
It's a class feature.
Isn't inspiring a spell?
No, it's a class feature.
Yeah, it's a normal
Yep.
class feature.
Guidance requires cantrip.
Guidance is a
I'm gonna
cantrip.
try. No, I want to save up because I only get to use that so many times a day. I was
Okay.
But we didn't
thinking
know
about
the
using
results,
invoke
so you could still.
simplicity.
He hasn't said what the results of your.
Oh yeah, I'm
next-
letting you can do it. I'm just fussing at you for not saying it first.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 10, so 25.
It's making a polite request.
Thank you. I feel like inspiration from the god of creativity. I mean, that does wonders.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
So you spend probably a half hour, 40 minutes forging your way through this landscape. Anyone else cast more spells as you go?
No, that seems to be a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Otherwise, someone needs a
this
luck
hour-
check.
I think this is where we need to.
In an hour, I'm gonna
What-
open my
why
windows
would you take
and
it?
pass that.
Because I get advantage. So, I got a 19.
Okay. Otherwise, you make your way through, and you kind of, I mean, it's only like 500 feet wide, so you kind of make your way through where once you get near the center, you're able to kind of see most details throughout. You're not seeing signs of a dragon here specifically. Any more attempts to break the crystal?
No.
Okay. It's looking at you, old man.
What are you talking about? I've never done anything.
Bob has no problem with me talking for him, so we're good.
Okay. Glad to know that.
I have several problems with him talking for me, but in this case, he is in fact correct.
Okay. But otherwise, yeah, you make your way through to the far end of the scar and do not find that a moon dragon has made its home here. You do find a number of what you know to be similar to native birds that have seem to have come here and are made of the same crystal. Still fully capable to fly and move about, but
No.
transparent.
You know what? Those birds,
Mm-hmm.
they look interesting.
Yeah.
Can I familiar one of them?
Well, that's not how familiar works.
Can I summon familiar one of those?
That maybe.
Maybe.
Gonna try it once
You
outside of the
Okay, so you wait until you get outside to try, and you try there.
yes.
You
Not
end up
made
with the bird that you know it to be without being made of crystal.
Well, let's do something stupid. I go inside.
Yeah. There you go.
I do release Seabird before attempting these, by the way.
While he's out there, I'm going to legend lore.
To note, the last time that y'all that you were glowing, it lasted for about 10 minutes. And other than summoning one of those birds as a familiar that is crystalline, Terry starts to glow like you guys did before.
Cool. But do I get a crystal familiar?
Yeah.
Crystal bird.
I'm guessing you were ritualing for familiar?
Yes. I mean, it still
Yes.
cost me the
Yes, well, legend lore also has a 10-minute casting time. So I legend lore about a dragon at the spell scar. That's right. I talk to the voice of the world and conjure up information. A little bit.
It's a great thing to have. Hey, world, what should I be doing right now?
I guess I can't name a person because I can say moon dragon, and we don't know specific moon dragon.
Mm-mm.
It has to be a person or place.
Can you say it plural-wise? The moon dragons?
Nah, I guess I just have to do legend lore on. Can I legend lore a moon dragon in this area, or do I have to be something more specific?
Sure, I'll allow that because it will come back with nothing.
No.
That's a
I don't
cold
think
one.
I don't think there's a moon dragon in this area.
Can you legend lore moon dragons in Bao? Yeah.
Ow.
Are we
Like,
still in
the
Bao?
nearest-
Bum, bum. Hey there, little Red Riding Hood.
Oh.
I don't know how legend lore works, but can you legend lore the nearest moon dragon?
And it's more like you gain vague information about a thing or object or subject, which
Well, we have
might
two
help
parts
you
here.
find something.
To be fair, for legend lore to find it, there would have to be legends of it. In other words,
If
if,
legend of it, we would have already known.
yeah, so
It consists of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore. It could include rumors.
Like, I heard his favorite color was chartreuse.
That's a stupid color.
That's why it's a secret.
So what I'm hearing then is that we just need to teleport from city to city, looking for moon dragon.
you know of 4 other regions that are affected by this kind of scarring.
Okay, guys, get back in the bag. David, Bob, do your thing.
Now, so we go ahead and, if the old man is amenable to, we just dimension door back to town.
We could just teleport back to town. Oh wait, that uses a spell slot. My dimension door
A
doesn't.
7th level spell slot that has been used today.
For what?
And what are you going back to
Yeah,
town for?
It's a very good question. No idea.
Aren't we just
I mean-
going on to the next scar?
Yeah, go on to the next scar.
Oh, can we just? Okay, yeah. I mean, if it's within a few days travel, I mean, yeah, sure.
Well,
we'll
that's
just
when we're
dimension
within
door
an
for an
hour.
hour or two.
Yeah, from here, going his way, it would be around. Let's see, it's 8 days. So was that about 4 hours? Because
Okay.
near the middle of the bow fortification, just inside the wall, is the next closest one that you knew. You knew of the places beforehand, so you teleported
Okay.
to the city nearest the closest one
Sure.
grouping, because you were all like, I want to try and be able to make a.
So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that if Bob is amenable. And
oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
we'll just
This is your adventure, David. We're definitely doing whatever you want on this one.
this is,
I know that sounded condescending and shitty, but I was actually being serious.
but it's
Like,
also
this is
not.
like your nation. We're
It's
not
my
gonna
nation,
mess
but it's
around
not my
here.
adventure. This is
It's
for Alex.
kind of your adventure.
He says that, but by the same means that he has said that he has taken over the adventure on quite a few episodes when he was in his area.
Yeah.
Well, we're all here together as a family.
Yes, and the family has had to put up with a lot of my shenanigans, so it's kind
So-
of your turn.
So we teleport over.
So yeah, so you go and this one is not nearly as easy just to spot from a distance. I will need one of the
once we
two
get-
out there to make a perception check.
Once we get around like the 3 or 4 hour mark, I'm gonna give general directions,
We have
and then I'm gonna switch out with Rolfur.
I will. Okay, so you're not helping with the perception check.
No, because once it's hard, once we're once we are in the area and looking for it specifically, that
He
is
switches
when.
for the person with the better perception.
How many people can Bob carry on the
Okay.
outside?
Okay, so one. So who are we switching? Okay, I'm going to assist you, so you get advantage and guidance. Have fun.
There you go, Rolfur.
and be inspired.
Do I need to roll, or is 28 good enough?
You need to roll, but not much.
Because my passive is 28.
Don't forget, you got
also,
inspired.
It's a 4-hour trip.
It's
Yeah.
a full
Okay, so
hour.
short rest, right?
Yeah, for those of you that are hanging out in the
Yeah,
the
not for me.
dummy plane, yeah.
Not for me.
So let's see, that's D20. a D4, and we're up to D10s, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and him.
Or our bardies?
Yeah, D10s for us.
25. Yeah. Wait, no, I still have to add my actual perception bonus on top of that. 38.
There we go. Much better. I'm like, oh man, that's lower. You're not gonna find it.
It's like, oh yeah, I have to add my bonus on top of all those dice still. I
Because
rolled a 19.
the spot you're looking for from the surface is only about 25 foot wide, hidden within this bit of foresty jungle. And it's just a sinkhole. And it just looks down into black darkness.
It's a hole full of sinks.
Don't know if we're gonna find
So-
a dragon down there.
Who wants to go first? At it.
What?
Don't we send the familiar since it can share vision with its master?
I just got this guy.
It's immortal.
Yeah, and no one cares about it.
All right, well, I go ahead and do
I'd say
my
nobody
whole.
cares. It's just immortal.
What is that? The Raven Seer thing?
Yeah, but if it goes away, he has to go back to the crystal area to summon it back looking the same.
Oh, maybe.
It's just a spirit. It'd be able to shift into whatever the form is.
It required some of the wild magic from that
Yeah.
spell card.
Because it is actually a different kind of bird. It's only because of where it formed that it got to be what it did. Because the definition of that bird is different there.
So, yeah, I'll go ahead and animate an object.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and animate I don't know, like, I'll real quick just like pop out with creation a wooden gyrocopter and animate it,
Okay.
Neat.
and that takes 2 minutes, and then just send it down. Is there
Its
any
descent-
obvious issue?
Its descent seems faster than expected as it starts flying, and it sort of passes the barrier of it, and then it just sort of falls quicker until it's just beyond your view.
Come back!
And a very short period of time, it zooms back up. Again,
Maybe come back.
faster than expected.
All right, well,
Who did see on the way down, though?
Rolfur, you want to jump on the gyrocopter and see what you can see down there?
If it's is
How
it big
big
enough
is the
for a-
gyrocopter?
Baby, come back.
I make it out of several pieces and make it a large-sized gyrocopter. Animate object I can do huge.
Yeah,
but
he
if
can,
you
he
need
can
to bigger.
go up to huge with animate object.
So it takes
Sure.
like 4 minutes. But yeah, to make it. But yeah.
Okay.
So Rolfur, you want to jump on the gyrocopter and
Sure. I fear nothing.
So what, is he like hanging below it or something?
I make it with a seat.
I'm assuming below it, though.
Yeah, below.
Copter
below
sounds
the-
like something you want above you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it above the hull, and yeah, you start descending into blackness. To those outside, he descends rather fast. You seem to be descending at a rather normal rate as you go down.
We still got the telepathic bond, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we can see what
There's not a range distance to that?
plane.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine. Yeah, so he descends
So,
very
like-
quickly into there as you kind of start making your way into this black, inky void.
He goes down for 20 seconds. I give him like 4 or 5 rounds, and then I have him come back up.
Okay. It's nothing but sort of starting to, really get to the point where, you can still see the top, you can still kind of see what's going on, but nothing other than just darkness around before it starts lifting you back up. For the rest of you, he's gone to the point where he is completely beyond sight.
Sight
for a while before coming back up.
Well then, yeah, don't instead of going up, I tell him, nah, keep going. I don't see nothing down here.
No, the animate object lasts a minute, so.
Oh,
Then just take my horse.
come on, horse.
Yeah.
Can
the,
it-
the,
if
hor-
you
the
people
horse
are-
lasts until I get rid of it, so go Pegasus.
Yeah. And how far do you dive down?
As much as Rolfur feels he can handle.
Okay.
It's
So he quickly disappears to all of you. You fly down poignantly. It's a horse that can accelerate downward.
And it's a smart horse too.
Yeah. Until
we
eventually, after 5 minutes, that light, that surface, that 25-foot hole at the top, is just a single point of light.
And it's all dark down here.
A star in the distance. And right around that point that is no more than a star in the distance, you start to notice other stars all around. A cosmic void of space. The hair on the back of your arm starts to sort of, prickle and stand on end as the air feels different down here. You can't really explain it beyond that. And there's a sense where a couple of the stars in the distance, they blink? No. Are they eyes? You feel very seen, very observed. But still, you have the vastness of space around you.
Can I still contact people with telepathy?
Yeah, it's still playing.
Well, not in a different plane, but stuff's definitely weird down here.
All right, about how far down?
I toss some lights out.
Okay. They give...
Just see, like, does stuff fall down still?
No.
Oh, so it's like just flows off that way.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in a zero gravity area, huh?
Yep. And the light itself seems to only give about half as much light as you would expect.
Well, we're in a place with oppressive darkness that's consuming some of the light, and it appears that there's no downward force. Things aren't falling down.
I've been in that situation.
Yes, you have.
No, I don't think I'm dying.
Very
I
good
seem
for
to
you.
be okay.
Do you think that there might be? I mean, should we all come down and investigate? Try to find that the solar dragon or lunar dragon, whatever.
Can we see through the psychic link? Can we see what he's saying?
No,
Yeah.
it's telepathy.
No, you can send images. So if you want to send your visual data to us, you could.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Bob's not linked.
I'm not in the loop.
No,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. We recast
They redid it when you were at Dockport and you got into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I had completely forgotten.
Yep.
Oh, very good.
I thought that like the old man was just kind of sitting there, rocking back and forth on his heels, whistling.
Now,
No idea.
The person who must be most out of sorts is whether or not Zachariah is getting any of this.
What?
Okay, so as I understand it, this is just down a hole, right?
Yep.
And someone's looking at Austin, from what we gather.
Maybe.
So if I throw something down, it goes down. Like if I grab like some dust off my and I push it down, it goes down.
Yeah. Not quite with this full seeming force that you have, but continuing.
So
Does it?
Okay.
So it doesn't slow down? No.
Nope.
Well, if you jump down the hole, I'm pretty sure you will keep falling. But if
Okay.
you can stop your fall, you will stop your fall when you get to about where I am. I'm the glowing guy on the horse.
okay,
Let's try and land on you.
yeah, I'm jumping off.
I'm gonna go ahead and suggest not, but okay.
You're like I'm gonna. Oh no.
We'll see
I
what
start-
happens.
I start casting creation to make knotted rope.
Yeah, I'll follow Bob.
Yes, finally
Can't handle
someone.
it
If your
going,
friend jumps off a cliff, would you follow? I got one friend.
I got wings though.
The official statement of Jade Country Gaming is: do not jump off of cliffs off of after your friend, unless there's like deep water below or something, and you're
Do it
having a fun
before
time.
your
Or,
friend.
you know, as long as you don't want to be a good friend. If you want to be a bad friend, go ahead and, like, you know, just let them fall by themselves.
Remember, best
If
friend.
anything, stop them from jumping off a cliff. That's a great friend.
Unless it's fun.
Yeah.
But like I said, if there's like deep water below, I didn't say anything about that.
Oh, yeah, no,
Also-
don't jump onto rocks. But if your friend's jumping off a bridge into, like, the water...
It's only 2022 right now, so we don't know how it's going to be in the future. It might be a good idea. We don't know. Point is, Terry
It
is
might be the only sane choice.
spending a minute creating 5 cubic feet of knotted rope.
Excellent. I
What does
am
Billy do?
falling.
I'm waiting to see what the results of Old Man and Stan are.
Okay.
We're doing experiments.
I
It's
try
a-
to make sure I'm not directly underneath the hole, and then try to see if they come down.
Make let's see, I guess a wisdom perception check. Make a perception check.
Who?
Rolfur.
Okay. I'm like, is it me? I don't know.
Well, I don't get my passive bonus, so 30.
Alright. You're pretty confident that that star was the one that was the hole. You think.
Ah, yes.
So you move out of the way from that one. And that's the general direction that when they finally start falling past you where they're coming from, do you do anything to try and stop them?
I've got rope. I try to toss rope at them.
Stan and Old Man, make dexterity saving throws.
Yes.
I'll let Bob go first because I have a really awesome roll that I don't want to be bragging too hard about.
28.
Yeah, you grab onto the rope.
Do they both take that? Do they both have to make the
Because I got a 6. I pop my wings and I fly up to Austin.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
Rolfur and Old Man, you
I'm
find
just
yourself
holding on
all of
the
a
rope,
sudden
like-
at like a spiral as the way he grabbed and swung from the rope is kind of throwing you off and...
I use the horse to stabilize. The magical flying horse.
Sorry, the sound came to my ears as I use the force.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're not playing
Let
that
me get this
game.
right. We were starting to spiral, and you just went, nay.
Yes.
We're not
Yes.
doing that.
Yes. Nay.
Nice.
Good job, horse.
So I go land on the horse because it can fit 2 people, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it can technically fit 2 people,
I
but
mean,
I'm sure
you
the horse doesn't want to.
Hey, Captain has.
You can also just
How about
stay
you
where
get
you're
the
at.
Angle from the freaking rope.
Yeah, you can just stay on the rope.
Yeah, once you've stopped, you can just stay where you're at.
Oh,
Yeah, you just
okay.
have to stop your momentum.
You're in space.
So we have a set of eyes looking at
Space
us.
was
So-
air.
So
Have we
telepathy.
done this yet?
So telepathy. About how far down are you guys?
Keep going
You
until
have
you stop.
no concept.
I
shoot one
said
back, I
we
look
twice. No, wait, I went we and then Yahoo for the bottom part. So about that long.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start making
mean-
another rope creation.
Yeah, getting.
I try to pop up 500 feet. Aiming for
You
the
pop
hole.
up 500 feet. Make a perception check.
Okay, hold on. Wait. This is gonna be impressive. Perception. So that's a 5. Rolled a 3. So that's a 5.
5
Yeah.
total?
Yep, 5. I don't get to just go plus 10 to these things.
So you pop 500 feet towards that, what you think is that point of light.
Yep.
You go 500 feet over.
That's what I want, Bob.
I was aiming for up, but
Yeah.
I guess I am a bit turned around at this point, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm orienting up based on what the horse is. so I don't know where the hell that is.
And you've taken a rope and spun. At this point, it's
I know.
just... Yep.
I got no clue.
So you
Shenanigans.
hop away 500 feet, and you can see right in front of you. It's a dark form, but there's tints of what is red light reflecting out of some of its eyeballs. As a 25-foot tall column of meat, flesh, suckers and eyeballs and mouths, tendrils, patches of fur, writhes beside you, starting to like
Sanctuary.
move like kind of like an ooze, kind of move to like towards to engulf over you.
Sanctuary. It's
You-
a bonus action. That's why I'm like sanctuary.
Yeah. What does it do?
You have
Ward
to
a
make
creature
safe
within range against attacks until a spell end. Creature who is warded with an attack or harmful spell must make a wisdom saving throw. So you can't. You have to make a wisdom saving throw against my DC to attack me, or you have to choose a new target.
With the natural 20 for a total of 33.
Yeah, totes can. No problem. Barely an inconvenience.
Okay.
He's still rolling at disadvantage to hit, though.
That's fine. So with a lashing maw, I'm guessing 16 misses.
Yes, it does. My AC is 19.
Oh, actual combat. How strange.
So I'm guessing
And I'm
28
not there
hits.
again.
That does.
That's true. You are not here, Jerry. You didn't want to jump down the mysterious hole.
11
You
piercing.
need a wisdom save for each attack.
Otherwise, it can't
11
make it.
piercing and 13 acid.
Okay, 11 piercing, 13 acid, and you're doing a wisdom save per attack.
Okay. Hold on. For that one, wisdom save is
Because you missed.
27.
That, yeah.
Okay.
But you missed the first one, so the second one that hit. Okay, so that's a
Yeah.
27.
And then I also used another natural 20 for 33 on my third wisdom save to actually try and...
Okay, so it's 11 plus 4 acid.
11 plus 13 acid.
13 acid. That's a lot more than I thought you said. So yeah.
And the third attack misses. This is whatever. 15. So.
Just making sure I don't have any weird resistances. It's not psychic damage, is it?
It is not.
Alright.
Arguably.
As just sort of the mouths of this 25-foot tall pillar.
Am I still floating in midair?
Yes, you are. Mouths grabbing onto you, but you
Am
pull
I
yourself
actually...
out.
Am I grappled, or...?
No.
Okay. So they're
Not
just
with enough strength that you can't just remove yourself.
Okay. In that case, invoke duplicity.
Okay.
So I have a copy of me standing next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to start my attacks.
Oh, you're... Okay.
I can sneak attack him. I
Yeah.
have a duplicate next to me.
Sure.
It's 15 plus 26.
26 will hit, yeah.
Okay, that's I need my dice roller because that's I don't have that many d6s. D&D dice roller from wizards.com. 90.
I think Austin should just roll for you.
No.
With the whole psychic link, would we be able to tell, like, me and Austin know where Bob is in relation to where we were?
Don't worry, I'll be letting you know. I'm not keeping this fight to myself, I promise. I don't want to... This is not something I'm looking forward to. Oh, big one. And then, wow. Or 32?
32 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Some tendrils and tentacles sort of
Alright, and...
separate and drift a bit. But...
my second attack was double 7, so 18 to hit.
Hits. Not a difficult thing to hit.
Alright, that's 9 damage. And here's the best part. I can't move away.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was wondering why you were doing what you were doing.
Oh, that's easy. I'm going to take cover behind my duplicate.
So it doesn't need a wisdom save to attack the duplicate, which is in front, right?
It doesn't need one to attack me either.
Okay.
He attacked.
Once I attack my
Oh yeah,
sanctuary
you're attacked. Okay.
drone. That's why I'm bothering to take cover.
And would it have disadvantage against attacking the duplicate?
No.
Oh, okay.
The duplicate just doesn't take damage.
It's a dumb meat thing. It'll probably just try to eat it. It's an illusion, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't. Like, it's not like a mirror image. It doesn't take damage. Like, you can't destroy it. It's just obviously an illusion. The reason I take cover behind it is because I specifically get things that my class can do with taking cover behind something of the same size as me. Which is I can use my reaction to make it attack that thing instead of me.
Invoke duplicity.
Trickly
Are you?
cleric.
I don't know. You might not allow me to take cover behind it because it's not solid. That's
Yeah.
a you call, Adam. I don't know how you want to do that.
Huh? What do you mean it's not solid?
Your invoke duplicities aren't solid.
It's an illusion. So it's as solid as somebody thinks it is, but it doesn't have any DCs for disbelieving, so I think it's sort of like a hologram.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a
Well-
silent, movable hologram.
Well, 24 would hit you, right?
It would.
So it
It's-
figures
that-
it out
that's
as it wastes an attack hitting
That's
it.
it. Okay, but that the attacks against me are at disadvantage.
Yes, no, I'm just saying,
Okay.
you know, it's no better than you. So that would hit
Okay.
you. It hits it and figures it out. It wastes one of its attacks on it, basically. Oh, that's a weird screen to freeze up.
There's nothing that says that.
Or to the internet. I don't understand why this is such an issue. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I don't see anything that says invoke duplicity is like transparent. It says it makes a perfect illusion of yourself.
Transparent and not solid. Something can be not
it's
solid
the
and
difference
still be
between-
opaque.
It's the difference between concealment and cover.
Oh.
It would conceal you, but it wouldn't cover you. Like someone shot an arrow straight through it, it still would hit me.
Yeah,
Because I'd be standing
it's not a
directly behind
physical barrier. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as it wastes an attack, it figures out the issue and moves on to the real you.
Yep, that was the entire point.
Okay.
With your disadvantage thing, the first of it, the second of its attacks is natural 1.
I prefer those.
And the other one wastes a 20, but still gets 25.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to yell out during my turn, but I definitely would have done.
By the way, Terry, are you like throwing your rope down and starting to climb down?
I mean, I throw 500. I'm assuming that 500 feet of rope fits in a 5 cubic foot space. So 1 minute would make 500 feet, or however thousands of feet you want to give me for 5 cubic feet.
With the old man being attacked, I'm just gonna jump in.
Okay.
Alice can do
And
the
then
sheep ones.
I'm going to then start making another rope to tie that one too.
Okay, so you're doing
I'm not-
one.
I'm not
You are
going
trying to miss another fight. You're doing it on purpose. Anyways, 18 piercing damage and 10 acid damage for the one mouth that does manage to grasp onto you.
Alright.
Do you let anyone know what's going on, or do you teleport away from the thing, or?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and teleport away with
Okay.
disengage.
Towards the group.
Just like, yeah.
Because
I'm
you can
gonna
see
go-
them. They are the one noticeable light because of Austin's little orby lights. It's
I'm going to
noticeable
go-
from a great distance that something is different there.
I'm going to go 60 feet back.
Okay.
Just
It's literally just the light spell that I'm just tossing on debris and throwing around.
And then I'm gonna say over in my mind, I found a bad guy. I'm fighting him. Help. Try to tell them where I am.
He's probably got that, right?
Well, how far away is he?
Look for the rope. Look for the rope that's getting thrown into the hole, so that you can find your way out. Let's fight it out here.
Do you start climbing down your rope?
No, I have one section of rope that is dangling down. I'm making another.
I dimension door over to Bob.
Make a perception check to try and find him.
But
I thought we knew where he was with the whole mind link thing.
No.
It's
No more than he knows where you are, but in relation to nothing else that makes sense.
do I know which direction he is?
You can certainly try.
Oh, then if I don't know exactly where he's at, I'm not gonna teleport dimension door to him.
Well, assuming he went in a straight line, which direction did he go?
He dimension doored.
Oh,
Inward
Then,
on itself.
then yeah, we have no idea. I don't know, man.
Get tight, yeah.
It's like,
Come to us.
you can
I
make,
can, well, I can see in darkness, but that's
Make
only
the light
not
do
far.
something.
Yeah, the old man and the monster are both quiet during this fight, so
Let's see, because what dimension door is what 500 feet,
Yeah.
and it's dark in here, and there's nothing giving off light. So yeah,
can they see the dangling rope?
Yeah. Unless there's light on it, David, it's dark down here. Like, I can see in darkness.
No, I
but
cannot
I'm
see the rope.
not that far.
Okay.
I can see 60 feet.
Your
in
rope
darkness,
just
but-
quickly descends down into darkness.
All right, well I'll just
it's a long way, man.
You found the bad guy, Bob. Come to us.
Old man, what do
Ready
you
in
do?
action?
You got another turn.
I'm gonna get this armor.
Okay. He doesn't come towards me at all.
Not enough for you to. At 60 feet away, you have lost vision of it.
Nope. I'm gonna use my duplicity self and cast Toll the Dead on him. My duplicity is still standing right next to him.
That's
No,
true.
because he did move.
I
He is-
moved.
Yeah,
The duplicity did not.
the emissary did.
The bad guy moved.
the creature
Oh.
moved.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the
It's
my
80
duplicity-
feet away from your.
Where's Alice?
Alice is still on the surface with you.
Okay.
Okay, so I can't see him.
In that case,
Is what you're saying.
yeah, Alice, I asked her to cast light on the rope that I'm throwing down.
Okay.
Tell me when I get
Okay.
to
Okay.
the end of Terry's
Adam?
rope.
I can't see the rating
What'd you
on
say,
myself.
Billy?
Tell me when I get to the end of Terry's rope.
Oh, are you trying to climb down the rope? I thought you jumped in.
Yeah, I'm going to the bottom of Terry's rope.
So you're climbing down. Okay, so you go down what to you feels like around 50-ish feet before the rope just sort of coils in the vastness of space,
Oh, okay. So
and it's not really going anywhere.
so it like hits the membrane of this area, and
And
then
it's just kind of
okay.
floating in a blob there.
Then I'm going to grab at the rope, and I'm going to try to move myself towards the light if I can see where Rolfur is.
From this point, no, you have really no concept of it from this distance.
Then I will just go down. I will try to.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam,
Yeah.
since I can't see the enemy, I'm going to dimension door to Rolfur, which you said was
Okay.
I knew
Yeah,
exactly where.
that's the one point you can see, yeah. Discern.
Like a sickening radiance is what to do a 30-foot bubble of light around us.
Huh? What?
Sickening
He's
radiance.
casting a big bright light.
Yeah, I'm turning into a big light bulb.
Okay. It is about half as bright as you expect. It's half as far. Like its light is
Alright.
cut down.
Gotta make sure this doesn't get from the fire.
There's nothing that prevents it from hurting allies.
Oh, okay, then yeah, we gotta make a save. I need to do this.
I attack the party.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna cast that. I'm just gonna cast light.
When I show up next to my dear friend Stan, the healing man, I'm like very banged up.
He's bitten. He looks chewed on.
I'm like, I look at you and I go, "Can you fix this?"
Yes, hold please. Let me do math. I touch him. He's healed. Hold on.
I need 52 points of healing.
Alice, I think we might be able to use some light down here.
I've done standard rogue tactic. Of
Old
sticking
man,
my
did
foot-
you share vision when you were beside the creature?
Yeah, sure.
Alice will not go down.
Nah, she ain't dumb.
33 health on the first heal, Bob.
33. All right. Oh no, that's wrong.
When she expresses she's not going down, Terry just looks at her and goes,
That seems like the opposite of what I do.
yeah, she's helping with, she's helping me, like, lower the rope and, like, tie off the rope and, like, keep the ropes, like, up here. She's helping
Okay.
me.
Yeah, clearly this rope is helpful. She's convinced of it.
I'll cast,
Ryan, what you need to do is go up, climb up the rope a little bit, holding onto the end, and then drop, so that the momentum pulls the rope taut. That way it gets further down.
He's telling you to be the anchor. Grab the end and jump in.
Yeah, because right now you're floating in a big coil of rope. So you need to climb up,
Grab
holding
the
onto
end
the end of the rope, and then use the actual part that has gravity to drop.
I have a solution for that if you want to mentally tell me that it's coiling.
That's a Ryan question.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll go ahead.
I know I
and
just, like, metagame pigeoned that to Ryan anyways.
speaking of metagame
Now I've
pigeons,
got
I'm sending my
standards,
crystal
that's how
bird
that's
down to Ryan so that the crystal bird can 0G fly the rope away from its starting point.
I'll cast light on the end.
Crystal
of the
Bird
rope.
doesn't have magical flight. I don't think it can 0G fly.
Sure can.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just like you guys can make sound and you guys can breathe.
Yes.
I don't think breathing and sound relies on gravity,
I
does it?
cast light on the end of the rope.
Pegasus can fly.
It relies on air, which so does mundane flight.
So,
Okay.
1 minute at a time, we're getting like 1,000 feet of distance off down there.
It's slow. It's
Yeah.
a lot slower pulling that rope. I mean, the bird is like this big of a bird.
Yeah.
So, would freedom of movement allow me to just jet around?
Freedom
That's
movement
the
will
question.
not let you fly. The air holds me. Air and gravity holds me down. Freedom of movement should let me just get out of that if I want to.
Unaffected by difficult terrain, spells and other magical effects that reduce the target's speed nor cause it to be paralyzed or restrained.
Gravity is restraining me.
Yes, does that count?
Yeah, that's not going to do
Lack
anything
of
here.
gravity. The lack of gravity is restraining me.
No, that's not going to do anything here.
Damn. I didn't think it would, but I just thought it would be funny to Superman around for a while.
No, you can push off of something.
That would send the thing I pushed off of moving the exact same amount of distance away from me.
Yes.
So are we lollygagging in the darkness while this thing's like I healed Bob 2 rounds and nothing else came at us?
Oh, you healed me again?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
how much?
74.
How much?
You're maxed. You're done.
Okay, because
So
I
as
had
l-
19 more damage.
as
Thank
long
you,
as we have,
man, the healing man.
like, I mean, the rope lasts for 24 hours, so, I mean, as long as we can just do that, then, I mean, as long as we're not worried about time.
By the way, your 1,000 feet of rope is what you have?
5 cubic feet of hemp rope, however much you want to say fits in that. So, 10,000 feet of cubic rope.
Hey,
10,000
Adam,
feet, so, flat.
can I pull out a torch and light it?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make it start blinking and like pink and different weird colors and making it flash twice as bright as normal. So that them up there can see, have a better chance of seeing down here.
I mean, once they're just going down,
Okay.
kind of leads on trajectory down to this.
Oh, I didn't know if we like swang ourselves like
Not too
off
much.
into East Jesus.
Not by too much.
And I mean, Billy Bonka's also on the end of the rope, so I mean, he's able to like be a target for you guys too.
Yeah. I
So
feel like
you reach the end of your rope, and you can kind of see them off in the distance somewhere.
Okay.
Can someone get this man some emotional support? He's at the end of his rope.
Tragic.
What, the pun?
Does Billy need to take will saves down here against fear because he died in space?
No.
You know, PTSD.
I mean,
style.
unless he wants to. I don't think he does.
No.
I think, if anything, he would probably be the kind of person that would want to solve the air issue and get up to the real space to find those delicacies to make the snacks out of.
And it's just like, yeah, no, this might give me a good practice for when I try to go back out there. I mean, it's got air here, and it's not cold.
It is cold. It is chilly. You feel weird.
But not
The hair on the back of your neck standing up.
not freezing to death cold.
The whatever. The sensors on the back of your shell are standing up.
Wait, you're a turtle?
Yes, Billy's a turtle.
What?
But he is not a war turtle.
Wait, what? You're a
Yeah.
turtle?
No. Different kind of turtle.
Yeah, I'm a simic
He-
hybrid.
Yeah, he's a simic hybrid. He is a person that has had enough experiments done on him that one of the things is he has a turtle shell.
Yes.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this freaking turtle shell. Have I been hanging out with Turtle Man the entire time?
Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, he wears
Is
robes.
this revenge for not telling you what languages I spoke that one time?
No, it's just how the character was built.
You see, he was trying to figure out how to make good chocolate turtles.
Yeah. I was trying to make chocolate turtles, and it didn't go as planned.
Usually you just get good chocolate and shape them. You
No.
don't try
There was more to it than that.
You can't... And he's like, you'll never get the best candy if you're not willing to experiment.
I am not willing to experiment. So I'm fine with mediocre candy.
And that's why you would work for.
So it's Billy and Terry at the end of that rope at this point?
Terry's outside.
Oh, you haven't got it. So just Billy.
Yeah.
So, Billy, you start... Because you can see them at the end, but you can tell that it seems like... It feels like maybe Terry is pulling you back up.
The crystal bird is pulling the rope down.
Yeah, pulled it to its end.
Just pulling the rope down.
And
Like,
something is
every-
pulling it back up.
Every minute, Terry is pumping out more rope, and
I feel
And
like
yet
Alice-
Billy is going upward instead of downward.
I feel like you're missing the important part of this. Something is pulling the rope up.
Like you're being treated like a prostitute.
that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand.
Hey, remember that thing I just pissed off like real recently?
Yeah, Terry, are you pulling on the rope?
No, I'm making more rope, and Alice is
Wow.
tying it off.
Somebody else is pulling on the rope.
Yeah, unlike last time, this one is my fault.
Well,
You did poke the bear.
you guys should use the direction of the rope to get out.
Yeah.
Are you
Billy's
taking
the only
away
one that
the
can quite
line?
tell where the rope is, so...
Well,
Yeah, we can't really see from
Billy,
where we're at.
you said Billy could see them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got light on the end of the rope. I'll cast the light again and flash at Rolfur and them and see if they can see me.
Sure, I want to make another perception check.
Can Crystal see them?
I got a 7, so
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I did not pass.
I'm well aware of where Rolfur is because I'm standing next to him. That's what I
Okay.
rolled.
I think I know where Bob is. Not 100%.
What'd you get, Rolfur?
I'll
Was
send-
that perception?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm still having to roll. I can't just keep my passive.
Correct.
Well, shoot. I guess I'm not supposed to fail perception. It's 32.
Yeah, you can see the... where Billy is.
And the thing that fought you was a meat thing?
Meat,
Yes.
mouths, tendrils, suckers,
Okay.
It was a
eyes.
bit icky. Yeah.
Then
Flesh.
I cast anti-life shell on myself and I move up towards Terry.
We're all
There's
like
one.
holding on to Rolfur, so we're all going with.
Okay.
Anti-life shell is a 10-foot radius area that nothing living can walk into.
Can we attack out of it?
From passing or reaching through.
And does it affect allies? Or can you choose who's affected by it?
That's a good question. Maybe I shouldn't cast it. It's with you, remaining centered on you, hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs. Affected creature can cast spells and make range attacks through. They just can't reach. If you move so that an affected creature is forced to bypass the barrier, the spell fails. So it's a question, if I cast it with other people already inside that range, is it just a moving safety bubble?
Does it say it's forced out?
No, it doesn't say anything's forced out.
So anti-life shell is what it's called?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not for me to decide, but I feel like it would be a moving safety bubble.
That's what it feels like it should be.
And that's
So I
what it
couldn't
looks-
bring Terry into it.
It's Billy. Terry's still
Well,
up.
actually, I could. I had this is my domain spell. I can just keep casting this.
Yeah, just turn it off, turn back on. Just hey, he's
It
involved.
says, and hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs.
All right, so it does push out everything that isn't me.
I dimension door back in.
Let's say the question is, I guess I couldn't do it because it'd push out the horse
It
too.
would push out the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I just run
It
the
would
horse.
shunt us all in different directions into space. Let's not do that.
I mean, alternatively, old man, you can see what direction he's headed. If you wanted to dimension door that way.
Sure. I'll dimension door next to Billy Bonka.
Well, you don't see Billy, you just see the direction that Rolfur is headed.
Oh, right, because I rolled.
Poorly.
I'm
Sure.
right on the horse.
I'll dimension door 500 feet that way.
Sudden brightness as you're about 300 feet up in the air, falling down towards the hole.
Woo! I'm gonna go ahead and dimension door to the ground.
Okay.
Hopefully, without
Yeah,
gaining
hopefully
too much
soon.
momentum. Do I get a save or a check or something?
Not unless you have something for it, but otherwise it is 11 damage.
I'm pretty sure I get an acrobatics check to mitigate, don't I?
Yes, I guess we just
Sure.
fly up.
I mean, usually, if you say
Sure,
no,
go
that's
ahead.
fine. 18.
Sure, take half.
Woo!
I'm just not setting any
Yeah.
precedents with it.
I think it's part of your standard falling rules is that there's DCs.
Yeah, I'd have to look up falling rules, so I'm making it up as I go.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Hey, good job.
Like I said, if you don't want to allow it, that's fine. I'm not
You want
gonna.
to go down and
Okay,
help the rest
so
of them out?
basically, you're just like over there minding your own business, and all of a sudden, I just appear on the ground next to you.
Woohoo!
Like you appear at the ground with
You
a
hear a
thump.
woohoo up in the air, and then and suddenly he's boom,
Well,
landed.
hey,
I'm like, there's only one way to handle this. I dive back into the hole, using the rope to guide me down. Sword out, Zorro style. I'm looking for that monster, ready to action. I'm just
So
gonna
as he
slash the shit out of
zooms
it.
down, again, the distance between it, he goes so quick down that rope. But maybe 50 feet down,
as he
all of
jumps
a
in,
sudden, coming up upon you is the mouth hanging along the rope,
As he
chewing
jumps
its way
in-
up the rope.
I pat him on the butt and cast guidance.
Not super helpful, but alright. So as I'm going down the rope, I spot the ugly dude, yeah?
Yeah, like he's chewing its way up the rope. Like the mouth is literally, like one of the mouths is like,
I point my finger at him and I say, "Look, a mouse." Polymorph.
We're gonna try to polymorph the abomination.
Yes, into a mouse. Wisdom saving throw.
Not like you can't continue
If
to
he's a
cast it.
shape changer, he automatically succeeds and it doesn't work at all. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Does 25 succeed?
It does indeed succeed. Jesus Christ, he's rolling good. Or has an incredible will.
That's middle range.
I don't even want to know
It's not
about
something we're supposed to be fighting.
Okay, at that case, I'm gonna try and stop myself. Yeah, I'm about 60 feet away from him.
You
I'm
just
trying
grab
to
onto
stop
the rope.
myself. Yeah.
Everybody
One
else?
damage rope burn.
Done. 1 damage. Alright, plus 1.
Or should we get extra attacks for that?
Okay, so that's my action. For my bonus action, I am going to, once again, cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
While I'm waiting for Rolfur and I guess just Stan now to show up, I'm gonna cast Arcane Eye and I'm going to send it back up in the direction of the rope to see what's pulling on it.
I'm also going to set out on my mental broadcast explaining everyone what's happening, including up top that including sending a warning up top that we are about what's coming up the rope.
Yeah, it's about
I'm
what's
just,
what
I'm
you
just
see.
broadcasting panic. Please panic.
And so,
My response is the rope helping other people get up?
No, it's still on a magic horse.
I'm just like, who do you think is holding onto the rope? I'm holding onto the rope. Do not cut the rope.
We might have to cut the rope.
Answered my question right there. Alice?
Remember, we're all basically immortal. So, you know, the needs of the many.
so
Sometimes-
There's no many.
Sometimes you sacrifice one guy on the bottom of a rope.
All I'm
It's
hearing
2 people on the rope.
all I'm hearing is that it's going to be a little bit harder to get Stan and Rolfur back, but we have temples for the other 2, and we can just teleport over there and grab you guys again.
Okay, I would like to point out that I still have Sanctuary.
Just crying sanctuary at this monster.
Yep.
how tightly do you hold on to the rope?
Adequate?
So at the point where it realizes you're doing the thing where it cannot necessarily attack you, it just opens, like, the mouth, just like the flesh tears beyond the cheek area and just continues to engulf you as a whole as it continues to chew its way up, following this rope, following this one thing it has to follow. And as you pass through the rope and you find yourself on the other side, as sort of a puckering pouch of flesh opens and releases you out the other end, still grabbing onto the rope as it gets tangled up in parts inside, but you're holding onto your
Is it moving outside of my attack range?
not all of it, because part of it is still in your attack range.
Okay.
But it is passing you through its system.
We don't know that.
As it continues to pull its way up. With
Uh,
Stan, Old Man, Billy, and Rolfur below it now.
Do
And
I
with
see it?
Alice and Terry on the surface as this
I'm
mound of just tentacles, flesh, teeth, fur, skin, orifices, etc. just pushes its way through, squeezing through this 25-foot diameter hole into the open air, pushing its way up through the forest beside you. This being, this star spawn emissary, finding its way into the fresh air of the world.
Hey, Adam, do I see
And
it?
that's where we're gonna pick up next time. Everybody gain a level.
Hey, a level.
Yeah.
I did so much work.
Thank you
all
for
I'm hearing is
watching.
that- all I'm hearing is that if we cause horrible problems for the world, we get levels.
I mean, evil character, I agree.
Makes sense to me.
Yep, 10 out of 10 would cause problems again.
We'll
Join
figure
us
out what
next
you
time
can,
and
if you
see how
can
we
solve
all
the
run
problem
away.
next time. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.